From left, James Lloyd Reynolds, Elizabeth Meadows, Rouse, Yvonne Perry and Oliver Wadsworth in the world premiere of Red Maple, at Capitol Repertory Theatre in Albany. Photo by Richard Lovrich. The Rep. From left, James Lloyd Reynolds, Elizabeth Meadows, Rouse, Yvonne Perry and Oliver Wadsworth in the world premiere of Red Maple, at Capitol Repertory Theatre in Albany. Photo by Richard Lovrich. The Rep. Photo, Richard Lovrich, Capitol Repertory Theatre. Photo, Richard Lovrich, Capitol Repertory Theatre. From left, James Lloyd Reynolds, Elizabeth Meadows, Rouse, Yvonne Perry and Oliver Wadsworth in the world premiere of Red Maple, at Capitol Repertory Theatre in Albany. Photo by Richard Lovrich. The Rep. From left, James Lloyd Reynolds, Elizabeth Meadows, Rouse, Yvonne Perry and Oliver Wadsworth in the world premiere of Red Maple, at Capitol Repertory Theatre in Albany. Photo by Richard Lovrich. The Rep. Photo, Richard Lovrich, Capitol Repertory Theatre. Review, Red Maple, at Capitol Rep. January 29, 19 Albany. Red Maple is a triumph for Capitol Repertory Theatre, its play development program and local actor-author David Bunce. The play, a rapid-fire comedy with deep reserves of heart, is getting its world premiere at the Rep after being discovered during the theatre's 2017 Next Act New Play Summit. As a 15-point timeline in the program takes pains to point out, although Bunce is a popular figure in area theater circles as actor and director, having spent 27 years with the former New York State Theater Institute, his local ties didn't help Red Maple during the Next Act process. Read in successive selection rounds by committees unaware of its author, the play rose to the top 3, out of more than 450 submissions, and ultimately was offered a full production. As directed by Margaret Hall, the Rep's assistant artistic director, whose portfolio of responsibilities includes managing the Next Act Festival, Red Maple feels familiar and immediately relatable as well as lively and vital. The latter attributes are largely a credit to Bunce's zippy dialogue, which pings the funny bone several times a minute, and to a 5-member cast that, under Hall's supremely assured direction, manages a deft balance of humor and sincerity. A quick plot and theme overview does not make Red Maple seem especially promising. It's a midlife crisis play that brings together a pair of straight, white, upper-middle-class couples in one of the couple's tasteful condos for 2 hours of soul-bearing comedy. And the ground Bunce covers is predictable and well-trodden, demanding but ultimately unfulfilling careers, marriages in need of rejuvenation after decades together, spousal communication and the lack thereof, empty nesters adjusting to the fledglings having flown the coop but still needing parental support, the secrets we keep and the effects of those we share, and existential questions as profound and yet as cliched as, is this all there is? Every bit of this is executed with such aplomb, by a cast who seem genuinely energized and excited to be creating a brand new play, that the familiarity actually works in favor of Red Maple. The eponymous tree is a majestic specimen that one of the foursome, Robert James Lloyd Reynolds, spots during his commute to a local university. For many years his home as a literature professor. Mindful of literary symbols, Robert decides he's the tree, like his life. He says, it's impressive and complete if viewed from one angle, but a closer look reveals long-standing if hidden damage. And so he's taken drastic action to change the status quo, which he confides to his best friend, John, Oliver Wadsworth, a photographer, who is hosting a dinner party with his wife, Karen, Yvonne. Perry, a career woman whose unproductive but needy boss keeps interrupting the evening with phone calls and whose presence is so looming that Karen's ringtone for him is Darth Vader's theme music. Rounding out the foursome is Robert's strong, no-nonsense wife, Stephanie, Elizabeth Meadows Rouse, for whom marriage to a man of ideas has meant decades of being the practical one who gets things done. John, unable to keep his friend's dramatic secret, soon spills it, and the evening, acted out on a handsome set by Brian Prather, with lighting and an Albany skyline projection by Rob Denton, gets further messy with the arrival of an unexpected visitor, Julia Neidl. The neatly knit writing of Bunce's first act unravels to a degree in the second. In some cases, it's obvious which threads he's going to pull, and in others you feel like he didn't know what to do and just snipped it off. But Red Maple is new, and part of purpose of a world premiere is to give the author time to tweak until opening night, and then return to the page with perspective reframed by having seen his play in front of audiences for several weeks. Given its subject matter, small cast, single set and other limited production demands, Red Maple seems sure to have future productions. Its humor and humanity make it a natural fit for theaters nationwide, first at the professional level like the Rep and for years with community troops. Would that future productions have a cast as good as this first one? 3 of the 5 are familiar to audiences of the Rep, especially Perry and Wadsworth, and together they make a near-perfect ensemble, carrying off both Bunce's hijinks, a nod to fight choreographer David Gerard, and his more earnest inclinations with Yvonne. Without psychologizing too much, Bunce, who is roughly the same age as the central couples, seems likely to have been inspired by professional turmoil in his own life. First NYSTI, based at Russell Sage College in Troy, was shut down in 2010 after a scandal unrelated to him, and, though he became part of the next iteration, the Theatre Institute at Sage, he was among the victims last year of layoffs there, too. Such upheaval after 3 decades as a working theatre artist must have been unsettling. It's a testament to his resilience and creativity that, whether despite the setbacks, because of them, or both, he was able to conceive and bring to life something as worthwhile as Red Maple. S. Barnes at TimesUnion.com 518-454-5489 blog.timesunion.com/tablehopping at tablehopping Facebook.com/Steve Barnes Food Critic Theatre Review Red Maple when 7:30 p.m. Tuesday where Capitol Repertory Theatre, 111 North Pearl Street, Albany. Running time, 2 hours, 1 intermission continues, 7:30 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Friday, 3 and 8 p.m. Saturday, 2 p.m. Sunday through February 17. Additional matinee, 2 p.m. Wednesday, February 6. Tickets, $22 to $57. Info, 518-445-7469 or capitalrep.org.